Hello, YouTube. Today's short message is pretty simple, but pretty important. All right, so as I continue my journey into reaction video territory, I'm going to listen to the brand new Motionless in White song, Afraid of the Dark. I am not super familiar with Motionless in White and their work. I know the lead guy's name is Chris Motionless. I know that they've been around for like at least 20 years. They've been around a while. I want to say at one point they were on Roadrunner, which was the same record label that Slipknot was on. And I know that these guys are put into a lot of different categories, but I consider them to be metalcore, maybe a little bit of new metal. This request in particular didn't come from a comment. For those of you who are just getting to know me and my story, I actually served in the United States Air Force for almost 15 years now. I crossed paths with somebody who became my supervisor, my mentor, and later in life, my friend. You know, I look back on my time in the military and there's a lot of it that I don't love. I would go as far as to say that there's some of it that I regret. But one thing I cannot deny is that all my time in the service connected me with some really beautiful people, and those are connections that I will cherish for the rest of my life. So Marissa, this one is for you. Thank you for always being in my corner. And as always, before we start, a quick mental health check. If you're not doing okay mentally, especially if you feel like you might hurt yourself or somebody else, stop this video and go get help. Find a trusted friend, family member, medical provider, or call or text the National Suicide and Crisis Hotline at 988. The world is a better place with you in it, and I'm so happy you're here. All right, so I think this song has only been out for about a month or so. I haven't heard a single second of this. We're going in completely blind. Again, even though I don't know much about Motionless in White and don't really listen to them, this genre of music is what I've been generally gravitated towards for the last 25 years of my life. Without further ado, here is Motionless in White's Afraid of the Dark. Futuristic, industrial, goth, synthy. Okay. Wasting no time. Damn. Damn. You know, again, I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't this. These dudes wasted no time. We've got shredding guitars, guttural screams, blast beats. This is Metalcore 101. I resent how much of a freaking crybaby I am. But what he just said is so true. You will learn so much about yourself when you're forced to walk alone. And like I've said before, even though I've had a lot of good support and close connections with people since my daughter took her life 2.5 years ago, there's a part of that grief that I just have to carry quietly by myself every day. I don't care who you lose or how you lose them. Grief is such a lonely thing, and it's exhausting. There's just something about throwing in a little breakdown like that in the middle of a verse that just It soothes my soul every time. I think this might have to go into my gym playlist, y'all. Oh, that's so nasty. I don't know why I don't listen to more of these guys. I mean, gives me like good, strong Devil Wears Prada vibes. Breakdowns are heavy, choruses are melodic. Like, this is just good, modern metalcore music. Born free, and from the grave I was rebuilt by what broke me. Rebuilt by what broke me. Gotta throw a black in there.
I don't have to do this alone. A creature that found a home when life drained the light from my heart. You pulled me from the dark. I've given you everything. A life flying in pieces of me. We can't see the end from the start, but I don't fear the dark. Inside, with purpose and passion, sweat and blood, from Stockholm to Scranton. Fight or flight, arise from the pages. Fear not the dark, if you name it, you'll make it.
Damn, that was good. You know, one thing I've learned about myself since my daughter died is that I've become very rigid. I don't watch TV shows or movies. I don't seek or listen to new music. I've become so closed off to anything that I'm not familiar with because I'm scared it's going to trigger me. And that's not completely based on an irrational fear. Like, that has happened to me. I'll go to watch a new movie to distract myself, and, you know, there will be a scene of suicide in it. And it takes me right back to the worst day of my life. And music is one of those things that can be so moving and so powerful, so emotionally driven, that if anything in the music world that's new makes it across my desk, I tend to just brush it off. But this is a beautiful gift that this channel has given me lately since I started doing reaction content, because now not only am I connecting with new people in new ways, but I'm being exposed to art that I wouldn't have been exposed to otherwise. And yeah, is it difficult for me sometimes? Absolutely. I've shed tears in 2 handfuls of reactions. but I've never regretted listening to a single one. And this song is a great example of that. I don't need to keep picking it apart and highlighting sonically what's good about it. I've already covered that. I think what's more important about this song and it reaching me today is the message. I mean, this literally is just talking about inner strength, being able to rely on other people, not being afraid to try new things, not being afraid of what lies ahead, not being afraid of the dark. You know, in 11 years now of knowing her, my friend has never steered me wrong once. That record remains unbroken. Even if screamo metalcore music isn't your cup of tea, I hope that you enjoyed this enough to be able to look past that part of it, the jarring vocals and sometimes disturbing visuals, and glean the wisdom from what Chris is saying in this song. I hope that you are able to move forward today and the rest of your life, not being afraid of the dark. Thank you for giving me a couple minutes out of your day. I appreciate you being here. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider hitting that button. It helps me out tremendously and it doesn't cost you a penny. And as always, drop a comment below and let me know what songs you guys would like me to listen and react to next. That's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next one. And in the meantime, as always, please take care and remember to love yourself.